Oi boys, welcome back to another video on the channel. We are back with a best 17 and today we're talking about the New Zealand Warriors. We're just going to get straight to it, and looking at their team list, I feel like most of these players are locks or certainties to start. Starting with the back five, we've got Chant Nickel Klokstad, Dallin Watinez-Lesniak, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Adam Pompey, and Marcelo Montoya. Now when it comes to spots up for grabs, I do think Adam Pompey is the only one I'm iffy on in this back five, as he was a little inconsistent last year. Obviously all the talk surrounding the back five in particular is the return of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and I'm not sure if it's been confirmed, but the word on the street was that he will be playing center. I love that. There's a lot of interesting head-to-heads in the center position, and with players like AJ Brimson and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck joining the fray, if you will, it makes it even more exciting. But yeah, he's got one of those center positions on lock, and like I said, a little iffy on Adam Pompey. They also have Rocco Berry available. You could even consider someone like Dylan Walker, but I think he's the most effective coming off the bench, as you'll see, or as you can see with my team list, which we will continue with. Moving along here in the halves, I've got Luke Metcalf and Sean Johnson. I do think the 6 is still up for grabs. When Metcalf came in for Tomato Martin, he did settle in quite nicely and the Warriors were going well. You can't really say the same for Tomato Martin, but in the back end he did look a little rusty coming back from his injury. But yeah, I do think Metcalf gets to go ahead. Moving on to the engine room, the front row is a lock. Adam Fanor-Blake, Wade Egan, and Mitch Barnett in the front row has been an absolute menace. We all knew he had a bit of mongrel in him, and throwing him in the front row is kind of a masterstroke selection given his style of play and just how aggressive he is. Him being on the front line is actually perfect. In the back row, I've got Jackson Ford and new recruit Kurt Capewell. I do think walks into the starting lineup. Now, I don't think Jackson Ford is a lock, although he did have a lot of good games last season. Some errors crept into his game. I would be surprised if Neil Kore actually starts. And rounding off that starting 13, Tohu Harris, I think, picks himself as well. Moving on to the bench, 14, I've got Dylan Walker, Marata Neil Kore, Pantia 4, and Jazz Tavanga, with Chanel Harris Tavita actually being in the 18th man for me. Alright, so I'm guessing a lot of people would have Chanel Harris Tavita in the 14. The question is, do they also have Dylan Walker as well? Because you'd think they'd play a similar game. If he does make the bench, who would drop out? That's why I've got Bunty there. I'm assuming would be the one to miss out. That'd be a pretty mobile bench. And maybe Marata plays a more simplified role in the middle, like a Mitch Barnett. That'd be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, that's it for me. Chanel Harris Tavita actually the 18th man. If there's any Warriors supporters watching this right now, let us know your best 17 for the 2024 season in the comment section down below. We'll be back with another best 17 in a couple days time, but for now we're going to call it there. As always, if you did enjoy that, be sure to run and hit that like button for more rugby league related content or more content in general. Go ahead and drop your boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.